Hi there, and welcome to the Clear Skin Essentials. I'm your host, Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So today I want to just jump in and talk about hyperpigmentation, what to do, how to prevent it. I've got 4 things that I want you to get started with as soon as possible, okay? Number 1 is with hyperpigmentation, it's a combination between your hormones and sun exposure that's giving you dark patches on your skin. And a lot of times, for many of you, it's on your face. And the first thing you ought to do is protect your skin from the sun. And so, number 1 thing I would say is try to avoid strong sun hours, and if you must go out in the sun, to wear some sort of non-toxic sunscreen or sunblock. A sunscreen I really like and I really recommend is Anne Marie Skincare. This is Sun Love. This is fantastic. I don't get breakouts from it. I normally get breakouts from most sunscreens, and it's all natural, it's non-toxic, it's great. So whatever you choose to do, just make sure that you're protecting your skin from the sun, especially in hotter months or if you live somewhere where the sun is strong. The second thing you need to do is, if you exfoliate your skin, I strongly recommend only exfoliating your skin at night, never in the morning, never during the day. And the reason why is because when you exfoliate your skin, you're sloughing off dead skin cells. And if you're doing that first thing in the morning, you're kind of exposing your fresh skin, and you're going to be much more prone or susceptible to sun damage from that. My view is that those dead skin cells that are sort of building up on the surface of your skin, they can actually protect you from sun damage or environmental damage. And so I think it's much better to be exfoliating your skin at night, so that overnight your skin can rebuild itself, as opposed to being just freshly sloughed off all the dead skin cells and then going out in the fresh sun. It's just not good, okay? So exfoliate your skin only at night. Number 3, check your medications and check your skincare products to make sure there's nothing in there that's causing you to be photosensitive. A lot of times this is what people overlook, is that medications they're taking, or if they're taking a birth control pill, those things could actually make you photosensitive. And if you're photosensitive, that means you're prone to hyperpigmentation, and that medication you're taking is making you even more prone to it, okay? And if you're already seeing dark patches on your skin, then you want to eliminate all things that could make you photosensitive, because that could very well be what's causing it. Okay, and so it's medications, and it's also certain ingredients in skincare products. So things like Renewal, or even glycolic acid, or there's certain ingredients that make you your skin much more sensitive to the sun. And so my suggestion would be, let's say you are using Renewal for your acne, or you're trying to use it actually to get rid of hyperpigmentation, or you're using products that have glycolic acid to get rid of the hyperpigmentation, or even like a serum that has vitamin C. I would say try and cycle those products that you're using them at the time of year, like winter and fall, where there's less sun, and that's when you're working on getting rid of the hyperpigmentation, using those products then, and then in sort of the stronger sun months, like the spring and the summer, to take a break from Renewal, take a break from glycolic acid or any other products that contain ingredients that make you photosensitive, and sort of focus your strategy more on protecting your skin from the sun. Okay, so it's kind of like the winter time, do the exfoliating, do the stuff that's going to bring out the newer layer of skin, and in the summertime work at protecting your skin from any kind of sun exposure, okay? And then lastly, with your diet, and this is, I would say, one of the most important steps, is to try and decrease the fructose in your diet, okay? And so that includes drinks and foods and treats, and most processed foods have high fructose corn syrup in it. I would eliminate all that from your diet. I would also eliminate health foods that have a higher amount of fructose in it, such as agave nectar, even honey. I would avoid those as well. And I would say also to decrease the amount of fruit in your diet, because that too has a lot of fructose in it. So why am I pinpointing just fructose and not all sugars? Well, the thing is, as I said before, is your hyperpigmentation has to do with your hormones. And I find that all sugars are adversely affecting your hormones, but specifically if it has to do with hyperpigmentation, is that what's going on with the fructose is that it's adversely affecting your hormones and your blood sugar levels, and at the same time it can also be damaging or stressing your liver. And so it's kind of like having any problems with your liver on top of having spikes in your blood sugar and your hormones is a bad combination for hyperpigmentation. And I've just seen over and over again with clients I've worked with that we've done experiments where they just focused on removing all high fructose corn syrup from their diet. They stopped drinking the sodas and the energy drinks and the candy bars, and suddenly their skin got a lot better. Or even too is taking out agave nectar or honey or any of those kind of sweeteners, taking those out and seeing how that goes. And then also, if you're on a super healthy diet, my recommendation then would be to decrease the amount of fruits in your diet to see if that can help. I went through my own personal experience with this where many years ago I was on a raw food diet for almost 4 years. And there was one summer that I was doing a really, really high fruit diet, almost like a fruitarian diet. And as great as I felt on it, I got really bad hyperpigmentation, and I've never had any issues with hyperpigmentation before in my life. And it was all like on my upper lip and also on my temples. Anywhere on my face where I sweat more profusely, I was getting these dark patches of skin. And it's not only that they're dark, it was that they're kind of elevated as well. It's kind of like fuzzy, and you feel like, you want to clean it off and it doesn't come off. And I knew immediately, once I started seeing it getting like every day, it would get darker and darker. I was like, oh my goodness, I have a feeling this has to do with all this fruit I'm eating and the sun exposure, because it was the summer. And it was amazing to see that the moment I just decreased the fruit, I didn't completely eliminate fruit from my diet, but I really made a significant change in decreasing the amount of fruit in my diet, that within a few months it went away and it never came back. And so one thing I've always known for myself is that I don't need to take fruit out of my diet. I can't be on an all fruit diet for months and months on end. Maybe for like a little cleanse for maybe a week or two, no problem. It won't affect my skin. But if I do it for a significant amount of time, I reach my upper limit and I start getting that hyperpigmentation on my skin. And it took me a few months to get rid of it. It's like once I stopped eating all that fruit, it stopped getting darker and worse and bigger, and then it took a few months for me to exfoliate my skin and really protect it from the sun, for the dark patches to go away. So that's my suggestions for hyperpigmentation. I'm wishing you guys a super fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.